We'll start out with Curt, Wiese, head coach, giving a general comment, making introductions of his captains and his staff, and then we'll open it up for questions afterwards. With that, Curt Wiese.
Thanks. Well, first of all, thank everybody for coming. We do have our full-time staff here as well for interviews after this, if you guys are interested. You know, it's an exciting day for a football program, as always, to have a chance to see all of our returners back on campus. Most of these guys have been on campus all summer working out, but to check these guys in, issue them equipment, and for us, probably the most exciting part is having an opportunity to welcome in our new freshmen, see these guys walk in, a lot of them nervous, a lot of them not knowing what to expect, and have an opportunity to welcome these guys into our family. We're excited about the upcoming season. You know, returning 23 seniors, guys that have led our football program in the past. Look forward to leading it into the future and certainly into this season. You know, I think it's been as productive and as good an off season as we've ever had within our football program, and that's thanks to the guys that are sitting up here with me, along with the rest of our upperclassmen in our football program. So today we really check in. We have team meetings, position meetings, and then head into practice tomorrow morning starting at 9:15. With that, I'll introduce our senior captains here. Starting on my far right, Jason Anderson. Jason's a returning senior for us at offensive center. Jason Balts and Nate Ricci are both returning senior wide receivers for us. To my left, AJ Naatz, returning linebacker, and Mitchell Johnson, kind of our Swiss Army knife of a secondary, going to play a little bit of nickel and a little bit of corner for us, senior defensive back for us. With that, we'll open it up for questions.
Coach, is it going to be open competition at quarterback?
I think so. You know, we feel good that we're in the same position we were last year, and in the same respect, we're in a lot different position we were last year. I know we have 3 guys on our roster that we can win football games with. John Larson certainly returns with the most experience, along with Ben Everhart and Mike Rabarchek. All 3 of those guys that starts for us. They all played quality minutes and played really good football at times. And in the same sense, you know, having an opportunity to coach these guys, they all have things that we need to work on moving forward. I know they all can lead. I know they all can make the throws. It's going to be really execution of our offense for all 3 of those guys. So I'm excited to open up camp with these guys along with Garrett Olson. Garrett redshirted for us last year, quarterback, and had a really good spring for us. But, you know, I'd anticipate those 3 guys battling it out here over the next couple of weeks. And, you know, I don't have a deadline to make a decision on these guys. I think we need to let it play out as long as we can. And these guys, they knew at the end of spring practice it's going to be a competition in the same sense. You know, you look back at last season and the way that these guys all responded to injury, not necessarily even coming back and playing, but just the way that they supported one another. It says a lot about these guys, and that's part of the reason we know we can win with all 3.
What's it mean to you to have Nate Ricci back in this offense this year, healthy?
I'll tell you after the first post pattern we throw over the top. So exciting to have Nate back. You know, he certainly gives us another offensive spark. He's been a tremendous playmaker for us in the past, and you know, we're looking forward to having him back again this fall.
Nate, how excited are you to get back?
Can't wait. Yeah, it's very thankful that I was able to get the red shirt and able to join these guys for another go around. It's yeah, it's something I take very serious and very grateful for it.
In a way, you might be better off not naming a quarterback, because it seemed like last year was kind of bad luck. Wherever you got set, something happened, and you needed a ball.
Yeah, well, fortunately, if you need to be deep at a position, that's one spot you can't afford to be thin. So right. We'll go into the season and fall camp here and let things kind of play out, and you know, we'll do our best to chart these guys. And again, I think the quarterback position sometimes is something that you can't necessarily put a number to. It's how they lead, it's how they command the huddle, you know, lead off the field, and all 3 of these guys have done a good job of that in the past. So it's not going to be an easy decision. It's going to be a couple tough conversations, to be honest with you, that I'm probably not looking forward to. In the same sense, we're fortunate to be in the spot that we are.
How about, will there also be a new thing in your lineup where you'll have WR/RB?
No.
Okay.
We hope not. So hopefully we have RBs and wide receivers. But you know, a guy like Wade Sullivan may play a little bit for us in the backfield along with wide receiver. Just kind of depends on how things play out for us. You know, obviously we have these two guys returning for us at wide receiver, and you know we have to get some depth and support around those guys.
They might enjoy it though. Have you ever asked
To
them
put these
or
guys
you
into the
know?
backfield? Not right now, no.
Obviously, injury is nothing you can ever predict, and you guys were kind of riddled with them last year. In a sense, is it kind of, do you hope to be a little more careful going into the season this year in regards to making sure the guys are healthy?
Yeah, I don't know. I think our staff does a good job throughout fall camp trying to minimize the amount of contact and, you know, injuries throughout fall camp. But those are things that it's a sport, and we're going to have guys get hurt. There's nothing we can do about that, so we'll do our best to get through healthy. I think, you know, the work that Kyle Fetchel-Cotter and Matt Bauman have done with our guys throughout the summer and this offseason, we're hoping that'll help keep these guys healthy and durable throughout.
You started off the season kind of slow last year, 1-2, before you rallied off 8 straight wins. How do you exceed those expectations this year?
We need to get off on the right foot with a win. You know, that's going to be the most important. And you know, like every season, you got to look forward. You can't necessarily dwell on the past, you know, good or bad from last season. This is a new team. We have new leaders. We have new guys that just checked in. So that's the exciting part about this fall camp, is having an opportunity to mold these guys and, you know, see the direction they want to take this football team.
You get a better schedule off the start. Is that you get pushed to the Euro points for that?
We got to play who's ever on our schedule. So I don't know if it's a better schedule or not. You know, it's one game at a time, and you know, we got to go to Minot and play well.
The last couple of years, you've had really tough openings.
So might not be. Yep.
Guys, talk a little bit about just how the summer has been and finally getting to this point here. I guess a lot of excitement now that you guys are finally, it's official, just a couple of weeks till the season starts.
Case Balts, why don't you take that?
Yeah, I think we're all excited that fall camp's here. Summer it's a grind. If you're up here, you're working usually most days, working out in the morning or night, so it's tough, but it's worthwhile. We'll have 60, 70 guys up here, and it's good to be together as a team, and then seeing the new faces and getting to meet the new guys is, you feel the energy. You feel that something different's coming, and fall camp's here.
How are you feeling, by the way? I know you kind of battled some injuries, and I think, did you undergo surgery this past spring?
I did not, thankfully.
Okay.
I'm feeling great. Looking forward to fall camp. Day 1, practice 1 starts tomorrow. Start with helmets and ease away to pads, so it'll be good.
Also, for any of the players, you know that this program is always a contender, always at the top when it comes to the North Division. In regards to that, is that almost like a motivation for you guys every season to make sure that you guys are contending for that spot in regards to the division?
Kind of the way you phrase that question, yes, we we feel that pressure to be on top of the North, but that's not our ultimate goal. We don't see ourselves just on top of the North every year. We want to see ourselves past that in winning into December in those late games. That's what you come to college football for. That's why we chose this program, to come here to win a national championship. And so yes, we do look to be on top of the North again, but we also as a team have goals farther than that.
For either of your defensive guys, you've been in the program long enough. Talk about the improvement last year and where do you go from here?
Yeah, I mean, as a defense, we had a good year last year. There's no way around it. Setting the record for most shutout quarters in a row, that's something that we took a lot of pride in. But again, it's our defense. That's what we set out every week to do, not give up any points, make it easy for our offense, and that doesn't change at all this year. We have a lot of guys coming back, and we feel very confident in those guys and in what we have. So we're just ready to get going, throw some pads on, and hit other people.
How important is that familiarity when you're able to sometimes, you know, it's college football, there's guys going in and out, but when you guys are able to bring so many guys back, how important is that for you guys in terms of continuity?
It's very important. Not only is it important when you're on the field, but we're all best friends off the field. We've lived together. We've been up here for 4 or 5 years, some of us, and you get to know kind of the ins and outs of not only the defense, but the guys you're playing with and where they're going to be. And so to have that those guys coming back that were here that lived through those shutout quarters and what it's like to go out there and play good defense. It's always good to have.
Coach, how have you seen the senior captains? How have you seen them interacting with the underclassmen? Because it's not just leading on the field, it's definitely off the field stuff as well.
Yeah, you know, these guys have done a good job really all off season. That's something that there's a reason they've been chosen captains. They treat people the right way. I think that's an important thing, and we've talked a lot about that this off season. And you know, these guys have an opportunity now to welcome in our true freshman group that walked into the lobby today. So they've done a good job. They've been inclusive. I think that's one of the neat things about our football program is it's not necessarily just these guys, but it's all of our upperclassmen. Treat our younger guys with respect and the way that they deserve to be treated. So I think that's part of the reason over the last 10 years we've done what we've done in the win-loss column is the chemistry that we have in our locker room. It's these guys' job now to continue that.
Jason Anderson, I have a question for you. Returned one of your strengths, 4 guys on the offensive line, 4 starters. A couple of those guys were first-year starters a year ago. Do you feel that sense of experience and confidence coming in compared to last year, having all those guys back?
Yeah, we were definitely, we all have experience. I mean, we got to fill in one spot, but in terms of camp goes, I mean, it's competitive. No one has a spot. We still got to work for our spot, but to answer your question, yes, we do feel more confident coming into the season than we did last year.